Good morning everyone and welcome to Mountain Harmony Gardening. I'm Kristen. Today I'm going to be showing you how I set up my seed starting shelf. On my shelf here you can see that I have all of my seed starting trays. A lot of them. I told you I had a huge stack. I wasn't kidding. And then I've also got some of like the Epic grow bags are sitting here waiting until spring. I got some of my soil amendments. The coconut coir that we use to start our seedlings in, and then my huge tote that has a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff in it. So I kind of use this as storage when I'm not actually using it for setting up my seeds. So next you guys are going to see a little time lapse of me taking everything out and showing you what I have in the tote and exactly what I use for the shelf. Some of this stuff goes into storage. What I have left in my tote is some of my plant amendments I use when I'm planting my stuff, like my boogie brews in here, my mycorrhizae are in here. I have like those, and I have this one too. It's really dirty, as you can see I use it a lot. And then I have some more tubing for our drip irrigation, some cups for like when I transplant the plants up sizes. I have some of those, the bags, some more stuff in there. So kind of like a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I use later in the season. So I'm going to be putting all this in the tote, and this is going to go into storage for right now. And next I'm going to show you what I'm actually using. Now after I've cleaned out the tote, this is what I have left over. And I'm going to show you each piece of my equipment. And I want to let you guys know that this took probably about 4 years to accumulate what I have. I started out very slowly, and I got a new piece each year, or a couple new pieces, kind of depending on the expense. So the first thing you want is seed trays. And I know in my order review of Epic Gardening, I kind of showed you my seed trays that I have. A whole bunch more of the Epic 6 cells. So here's the Epic 6 cells that we got. And then I need to clean all these out too before we start again. And then here are these ones. So you can kind of see these. And it's been a progression of the inexpensive ones, the more expensive, and then the quality Epic 6 cells that we have down here. So I'm still going to save these because I am starting so many flowers this year. I know I'm going to need them. Even though they're not holding up well, I have to do what I can. So I'm doing that. Next, you want a seed starting mix. This is a brick of coconut coir. And what you do is you put in a 5-gallon bucket and you add water to it. And I will be going over this once we start our seeds. But I want you to see, coming up close, of this one. And I got this at Home Depot, and it was the only local place that carried it. I went to my favorite nursery, but they don't open until February, and I really wanted to get this beforehand because once they bring it in, it goes out so fast and they don't bring it back in again that I didn't want to miss out. So I actually bought 6 bricks of this. I know that's way more than I need, but sometimes when you see it kind of like on a good price and you don't see it very often, you buy a lot of it, and that's what I did. Okay, the next is my grow lights. You can see this is just one of those inexpensive shop lights. It's got the little clip over here that you can just clip stuff to. And this light bulb in here is actually a grow light. I didn't buy just a regular light bulb. You want to make sure that you buy grow lights because they have a different spectrum than regular light bulbs. And I had those inexpensive ones for years, and now here's what I upgraded to. I'm going to show you the box. Okay. Oh. Is it the right side up now, Donnie? It's still okay, there you go. All right, it's hard to see like on this little tiny screen on the camera. This is what I upgraded to last year, and I like them because they're a lot smaller. But when I set this up, I'll show you, they don't really want to stay in place, but they are a good option because they are grow lights. And this is what they look like outside of the box. Let's see. So I have to use a lot of zip ties to kind of zip tie these in place, and they hang like this, and they have little hooks like that. I got these at Lowe's. So next, zip ties. They really have saved me when I have to zip tie this all together. I don't like wires hanging everywhere. I'm afraid something's gonna catch on fire. It's better to kind of clean it up and make it look nice, especially if you're using a lot of water over here like I am, and make it safe. Okay. And the last part of this is heat mats. And these are something that I got, I think, did I get them last year or the year before, Donnie? Do you remember?
I think we got them last year.
We got them last year? Okay. And I like these. They're not too terribly expensive. And I have found, because I only start my seeds like a few here, a few there, that I only need 2 of these mats. I don't need any more, because once they're sprouted and they're up, they don't need the heat anymore and you turn it off. So these are the seed mats, and this is perfect for one of the longer trays, like the ones that hold like 72. Or you can take 2 of the smaller trays I have and set 2 of them on here, and they work great. These are a huge game changer, even over the lights, because you can always stick your seedlings in a sunny window. And I guess the other thing would be name tags and seeds. And these ones I've used, you'll see like names on here, names on here. This year I need to replace these because most of these are written on about 3 times and I can't tell what they are anymore. So I'm going to need to get some more of these. And we're planning probably later on this year, I'm hoping maybe late summer or so, that we are going to be offering a store and we are going to be selling metal name tags for your plants. Right now, this looks like a mess because all of the extra wire that comes in between these is hanging everywhere. I've got all of these cords hanging off. Now this is where I'm going to show you another time lapse where the zip ties come in really handy, because this is not going to work. You can't have cords hanging down on your plants. Now that I have the lights attached and I have everything zip tied, I also saved the little twist ties that come with the lights for the packaging. Those come in handy too, like I've used them here as well. Now I have a timer. I'm grabbing, here we go, see it? And you want to have light on your plants for 16 hours and then have this off for another 8. So I plug in the power strip that's underneath here that you could see me plugging all the cords into. And then for the main source, I plug it in here down at the bottom where it goes into the wall. And that helps me know that my plants are getting plenty of light. Another thing, when I set this up, I know how far to space these, because you want these about 2 inches away when your seedlings get tall. And once they get tall, you can lower these if you want, because this is an adjustable shelf, but you want at least 2 inches. And I also will rotate these as well to make sure that they get plenty of light, because as you can see, these are a little wobbly. They're not my favorite. So every year, that's where I try to find something better. Like, I think I want to get like a big huge light bar, that way I don't have to worry about 3 individual lights and trying to get them all positioned correctly and everything else. But you'll see as we grow the seeds throughout the year that I will be rotating them, turning them, and I'll be going over all of that with you guys. Now, the last step that you want to do is set up your seedling mats. And I just set them on the shelves with the cord that comes out the back, because what I want to do is make sure that all of my cords are running down the back of this. And I'll just go in here. And then I have a longer power strip underneath there to make sure that I have plenty of plugins. And then I just plug these in, and these only stay on until 50% of your seedlings are up, and then you turn it off. And then I will take this off, and then I usually start my seeds every like 2 weeks or so. And in the next video, I'm going to be going over exactly how I figure out when to start my seeds. So while I've been filming this video, someone has been running around distracting me, so every once in a while you may see me looking off to different places. It's because she wants to play. So this is how I set out my seed starting shelves, and here soon we are going to be showing you exactly how we use all of this. But at least for now, this is your first step. So now you guys can go out and get, you know, inexpensive lights, expensive lights. Well, these are mid-grade kind of lights, and your seed starting stuff, so that here soon you guys will be ready to plant your seeds with us. If you guys have any questions on anything that I told you about in the video today, put them down in the comments below and I'll answer your questions. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. It really helps out our channel, and I love all of you guys and appreciate every single one. Happy gardening!